Yeah, peep game. So we start off with D16, Bumblebee, and the High Guard after they got captured by Sentinel Prime's forces. And D16 is heated right now. You might be asking yourself, yo King, why is bro heated? The video just started. Well, my wonderful whimsical individual, that's cause Sentinel Prime is the equivalent of if a Twitter user who just be saying anything for engagement became president. He done took everybody's ability to transform, only gave that ability to people who loyal to him, and everybody else sentenced them to the worst possible punishment you could ever think of. And everybody that can't transform, they're miners working back-to-back shifts. No, EDP, not them type of miners. Yo, what is he doing here? Man, someone get him out of here. Also, he's a natural born rage baiter. Check this out. He's monologuing about how everything's going according to plan and how he's finna paint everybody as traitors on some Eisen type shit. When D16 says, I'm sick of hearing this nigga speak, standing up saying he ain't scared of Sentinel and how he's not finna kneel before someone like him. Sounds powerful, right? Yeah, standing up to your oppressors and stuff. Unfortunately, this did not go as planned.
Get him banned. Get him banned. We don't do that here.
Why did he do that to my nigga? That's my dog. That's my guy on the floor right there, bro.
Damn it. Bro gambled with all his aura and its loss was palpable. And this is that rage baiting I was talking about earlier. He sees a Megatronus Prime sticker on D16. Mind you, this is one of the primes he backdoored for a little bit of power. I'm telling you, it's always a nigga in your corner who gonna do you the worst. He takes the sticker off and lets D16 know, yeah, I offed your big homie.
And I took his call to myself.
Dog, do you know how deranged that is? He basically took that nigga's chain and is parading that shit around this nigga's city. Yeah, bro needs to go. It doesn't even stop there either. He then says, oh, you fuck with Megatronus for real? I got you, little bro.
Let's make this a little bit more permanent.
And then brands D16 like a ritual sacrifice. What makes this worse is, you know what? I can't even explain this as well as I think I can. Just look at this.
What? It's just an ordinary crabby. Oh my goodness!
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
This is one ugly ass chat. It would have been one thing if the tattoo was fire, right? Still messed up for real, but slightly more acceptable. But nah, that is Megatronus Prime of Timu. That's like one of them Kobe tattoos that look like Kobe with an extra chromosome.
Who is that coming off the goddamn pick and roll there, boy? Oh, brother, who's that on the logo? Because Jordan never did that move.
Add tattoo. But we cut the Optimus Prime, currently named Orion Pex, because he ain't gone through the required character development to get that name yet, and he's on his way to talk to the miners. You know what? You will be dealt with accordingly.
Carpet bomb his entire neighborhood.
But we cut to the miners, and they say they've worked 22 back-to-back shifts with no breaks? Yeah, I might have understated how much these niggas work, because that is egregious beyond imagination.
This is all I got.
Orion knocks out Darkwing, spilling mad doubloons on his body, and this right here is where the legend of Optimus Prime started. All those speeches he's known for, this is where they start. He's trying to inspire the miners to help in the fight against Sentinel, because he has an army and they simply don't. And while it's a little rough around the edges, he does his thing, inspiring them to be more than what they currently are. And me personally, he ain't even really have to do too much convincing. The second he would have said you could either work a 23rd shift or fight the powers that be, nigga, I would have been running out to end niggas' lives like it's the purge. But we cut back to D16 and B, and despite this yee ass tattoo, he stands up because that dog in him refuses to be diminished. Sentinel ups pole on him and he's staring down the barrel with no fear in his face or heart. And this nigga gotta have balls of steel, both literally and figuratively. Suddenly, Arachnid senses a runaway train headed for the building. And I'm sorry, if you're beefing with people who are willing to commandeer a vehicle with the intention of running it into your house, you got it, big bro. I'm wrong, you're right. Let's squash the beef right here. I'm begging you, please. Alita's on the train with the rest of the High Guard who wasn't captured, and they're running a direct line to Sentinel's crib, but it looks like they not gonna be able to make it. But just like LeBron blocking Iggy against the Warriors, Orion pulls up with the miners and saves the day. Orion is taking out soldiers left and right, when out of nowhere, Arachnid tackles him out the air and onto the train. She's trying her hardest to stab bro like she's British up in a Zonpak toe, but all it takes is one hit for Orion to literally spin her head 180 degrees. And any regular person would think that would be enough to take her out. Unfortunately, you would be sorely mistaken, because instead of being dead, she opens up the back of her head to reveal a cacophony of eyes. And I have to ask, what is the practical application of having this many eyes inside your scalp? What do you gain from having the ability to stare at your brain?
That's intense.
No, you mean that's nasty as fuck actually.
You can't win, Miner. I see everything.
First of all, Shorty said minor like it's a slur. Check your prejudice, Shorty. And secondly, as for seeing everything, cause she ain't see that they was finna crash into Sentinel's tower. As they do, Sentinel himself got clobbered by this train, and this one dude had to have had mad hate in his heart, cause there are intruders in the building and your first thought is to murk the dude in handcuffs. But Orion is just not letting that happen. Aura farming and sliming bro out, as well as 2 of his mans with maximum efficiency. Orion is just glad to see his mans ain't dead, but D16 is strictly worried about how he finna face Sentinel. This is an unhealthy level of addiction, big bro. This level of hard on for another man has to be classified as homosexual, but you do you, big bro. Shout out to all my gay niggas. Soundwave releases the prisoners, and now it's all out war. High Guard versus Sentinel forces. Orion tries to tell D16 about the plan, but remember, in this universe, Megatron is a black man.
Fuck all that!
I'ma do my own thing.
Man, when Beyond the Spider-Verse comes out, my life will be complete. And peep this.
Battle mask! It appeared with this guy trying to...
I know they're robots, so it's technically not gore, but imagine if niggas was doing this in real life. It doesn't even stop there either.
Orion!
Jesus Christ.
But they're putting BTA straight belt to ass, but D16 is still worried about where the fuck Sentinel is. But this is why you gotta be careful what you ask for, cause Sentinel pulls up like a Mossad agent, straight nuking everybody and they mama. He gets a monologue in how he basically screwed their society over, and then once again starts raining hellfire on niggas like it's the end of days. They dive behind cover, and Orion says they need Arachne for his plan. And lo and behold, Shotty just pops up, scooping Alita into a 1v1, and they are putting up premium squabbles. More Alita than Arachne for real, cause she keeps trying to stab Alita with no success in sight. Straight Gabe, Vincent, Tony Snell numbers. But they crash through a building, and Alita transforms mid-roll to
swung his body to the side,
drive on the glass wall to then proceed to jump out the building, tackling Arachnid and knocking her ass out.
Better scramble like an egg before you get folded like an omelet, nigga.
D16 is running his 1v1 with Sentinel, and for all the shit he was talking earlier, you would think he would be putting in mad pain.
Hey, don't you want to stop him?
no, I want to kill him!
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
I want to put Sentinel in chains and march him through the mines so everyone can see him for the false prime that he is. I want him to suffer and then to die in darkness.
False. Once again. Look at his face. This is a face of a man who is getting used and abused like a single girl's rose toy. Highest setting. Alita, Orion, and B walk into this broadcast room, and Orion slams Arachne's head into the desk the same way I did Shorty in the bed last week. And this allows them to boom the footage of Sentinel snitching on himself to the whole Icon hood. On top of that, they have him getting bitched by the Quintessons on repeat.
They got your ass on camera.
Niggas ain't got me in no fucking camera.
This is the clearest video I've ever seen. This is the most HD shit ever. This is 4K. How did they get you in 4K? Why did you do that? Why would you look? Nigga, you got the same fit on.
And this is all it took for all the rest of the working class to say hell no and start rioting. Fuck Sentinel. Me and all my niggas hate Sentinel. An unforeseen side effect though, one of those working class niggas is D16, and physically hearing what Sentinel had been doing to them once again really put a charge in that nigga back. So when he stands up,
bro, let me talk to this nigga. Watch out. Who you, nigga? You love your life?
Why you talking?
Cause I hate mine, nigga.
and tackles this man out the window. Mind you, I can't even count how many floors this building has. I have to reiterate, if I have done anything to anyone out there that would cause them to forego imminent death to run a temporary fade, but I want you to know that door I closed, and your honor, I'm sorry, 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 sorry. To my mother, I'm sorry, 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 sorry. But Sentinel saves both their lives by using his wings, crashing them into a building. D16 gets up like Vegeta with his broken arm, but a broken arm ain't stopping none, cause his pole getting upped regardless. Sentinel dodges the first one, but fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice,
man, fuck that saying. I ain't gonna miss again.
Please, I need this.
That sounds like a you problem, twin.
But Orion saves Sentinel at the last minute. Orion is trying to preach this holier than thou message to D16 about how they don't want to build the new world on blood. And it sounds good, except for two parts. One, they've already slimed out multitudes of niggas on their way over here. It's kind of weird to preach this now when you sent mad niggas to the pearly gates. And 2, let's say y'all let that nigga live. What do you think he's gonna be doing? If you let him free, he's 100% gonna spin back. If y'all imprison him, he's gonna be plotting on your heads. This isn't gonna be a Orochimaru situation in Boruto. This is the same issue I have with Batman. Just kill the Joker, bro. If ending this one dude is gonna make you go down the path of death, destruction, and darkness, that has more to do with you than him. Anyway, D16, like any regular sensible dude, is not going for that nonsense. And the second Orion said don't be like Sentinel, that awakened a real rage in D16, hitting Orion with a right hook, then a front kick, then turning back on Sentinel to get him back for that disgusting ass yee ass tattoo he gave him. When Orion takes the bullet for Sentinel, and yes, I know he didn't really take it for Sentinel, he more took it so his friend didn't do something wrong, but still, at the end of the day, he blew his shit smooth off. And hold on, he's mocking the fuck out of us right now. I got a homeboy who's the same way. No matter what the occasion, bro, gotta order for him. Orion is sliding off the platform when D16 grabs him. And I knew it was raps right here for Orion, because despite D16 holding on to him, they're in the same position for like 10 seconds. And bro is doing everything under the sun except helping bro up. He's hyperventilating and everything, but when he calms down, it's not to come to his senses. Actually, it's to descend further into madness, unlocking his Sharingan and dropping Orion into the goddamn Shadow Realm. D16 gets up, but some guards pull up to protect Sentinel, and respectfully, y'all should have stayed y'all asses at home. D16 straight works these niggas, to the point that we don't even get to see the whole thing. We only see this one dude get chin checked, and before he can even hit the ground, he gets powerbombed the same way Goblin did Tom Holland's Spider-Man. As well as straight up disregarding this one guard with a back fist. Sentinel is backing away, begging for his life, but D16 has been waiting for this like a fat nigga on his $50 Uber Eats order. He picks up Sentinel talking about,
"You have failed this city,"
and rips him in half, treating him only slightly worse than how Batman and Red Hood be doing your average minimum wage goon. And you would think that with his life mission complete that he's had for all of 10 minutes, he would chill out. But nah, he takes Megatronus Prime's cog out of Sentinel's chest for himself and then riles up the crowd to start mobbing in the streets, destroying random infrastructure like how the Knicks fans finna do if they win the NBA chip.
Nigga, the Knicks going to the finals. It's like Jesus returning. We smoking on the pack.
they're fucking butt.
This shit looking like New Year's. Hey, yo, I ain't get a flag up there.
The crime rate finna be up 700% like it's Gotham City. And I know he's evil, but twin, you gotta hear this.
I am Megatron!
But for every force of evil, an equal force of good must arise. And we all already know who that is. As Orion is falling to the center of Cybertron, he gets acknowledged by the ghosts of the previous primes, and they deem him worthy of the Matrix of Leadership, basically the Cybertronian real nigga stamp of approval. So as D16 is now Megatron, Orion Pax is now Optimus motherfucking Prime.
Arise!
Optimus Prime. And now we stand here together as one, proving we all have the power to transform, to become who we were destined to be, to right wrongs, to make our world better. Here, all are truly Autobots.
Alita and B try to get Megatron to stop by putting hands on him, but Alita used to be his boss, and B was basically the spare kid he met like 2 hours ago. If he slimed out his best friend, you already know he did these two greasy as hell. But before he has a chance to end them both for good, Optimus emerges from the earth. And who is he feeling like? Got the Matrix of Leadership for less than a minute and already feels the need to order for him. Also, thumbnail me, Optimus flexes the new fit, and Megatron is hating something crazy, like he didn't basically do the same thing Sentinel did to the previous primes. He's feeling the real nigginess exuding off Optimus, so he decided if gravity wouldn't do his job,
fine, I'll do it myself.
Running in to end Optimus. And this is where we see him don the mask for the first time. He better not lose either, or I'm calling fraud allegations like Homelander. Megatron goes for this Superman punch, but Optimus parries. Megatron spins back, kneeing him in the gut, but Optimus is putting that new cog to work, transforming and tripping Megatron, then spearing him in truck form off the building. Optimus tries to get the first lick in when they land, but Megatron says,
"Not around here, partner." Not around here.
Using his hand cannon as a blunt force object to push Optimus back. He then tries to use the gun in its intended way, but Optimus uses flamethrowers. But these niggas are made of pure metal. That shit didn't do anything. So when Megatron realizes he's basically being tickled, he locks in and blinks Optimus anyway. And look at this.
I don't wish this pain on nobody. This shit It's rough out here in these motherfucking streets.
This was your best friend like 10 seconds ago, big dog. All this ain't necessary.
And I started thinking to myself, man, what did he do to make them niggas that mad?
Megatron is going to town on Optimus's face.
Pause.
So Optimus tries turning his calves into wheels to shake him off, but that wasn't effective at all. Megatron tries blinking him down again, but you gotta remember, they're both natural prodigies when it comes to this boxing shit. So Optimus ducks his head into his body like a turtle, then charges up this rocket punch to get Megatron off him. Megatron goes tank mode, trying to bust shots at Optimus, but Optimus smooths side to side.
Yeah, Elijah would do some shit like take his mouthpiece out and say, I'm hitting him with lateral movement. He can't do anything. Like, how do I even respond to that? You hit him with lateral movement. I was like, I don't even have nothing for that. What do you say? What do you say when he say he hitting you with lateral movement?
Sliding in like Usher, relieving Megatron of his top-mounted gun with a backflip. Bro overly feeling himself, but bro got too big for his britches, trying to swing the gun at Megatron. But peep the move he does, catching it mid-swing, hitting this breakdance move to reattach it, standing back up and upping it on Optimus once again. And this the type of hate that 50 Cent gotta have for Diddy, bro, cause he starts picking up random rubble and debris to start pummeling Optimus. But we see the matrix of leadership glowing, and in my mind, I think of this as the ghost of the past primes, seeing this ass whooping and deciding,
if you ain't gonna play, pass the controller.
So bro locks in, summoning this plasma Rasengan, blowing Megatron back, and when he looks back at Optimus,
hey, chop rice, chop rice, chop rice.
And you see this pose right here? Long story short, it's over, bro. Megatron finna get washed. He starts firing guessing potentials, leading him to kick Megatron off the dais. But just like LeBron Glazers, Starscream, Shockwave, and Soundwave come to defend their glorious king.
Man, we homies. We ain't finna just let Montreal beat the brakes off you. We got your back.
But once again, this was the wrong course of action. And just look at how he does these niggas. It gets so bad to the point that Optimus grabs a missile out the air and straight up
what the
dunks that shit, straight posing on their dead bodies. Megatron, being a hating ass nigga, can't handle the aura, so he runs at Optimus up in twin poles, but Optimus deflects them by spinning his X, and when Megatron gets to him, he grabs one of his guns, twisting and reversing that shit and cutting the other one in half, knocking Megatron back. Megatron stands up, but he knows he lost, so Optimus straight up banishes that nigga as well as the high guard that was mobbing in the streets. Damn, all this destruction, all this loss, cause one nigga tried to force everybody else to work a 9 to 5.
Imagine, if you will, that you have a 9 to 5 job. I'd rather watch my parents get murdered right in front of me when I was a child.
Thank y'all for taking on this ride with me. Yeah. You know what? Here go 2 more for y'all. Yeah.